Welcome back to the grind, fellow warriors, and welcome back to Gold Contracts Episode 4, a Goldlocked challenge. We had 3 contracts available. We completed the Skinning Frenzy for 200 leather, a rank 3 contract, and also Miner's Magic to gather 50 ores, a rank 1 challenge. So in this episode we will be first rolling the rewards for those challenges, rolling a new second contract just to fill out the 2 contracts, and we also completed another hour of gameplay which allow us to roll for 1 more contract. So in total we are gonna get 2 rewards and 2 new contracts, and then we will go chasing for new bags. Let's start by rolling the rank 1 reward. Reduce the price of buying your next alt by 250 gold. And next up is the rank 3 rewards. Let's hope for something really good from here. Something really good now. No! I don't, maybe. Tax return. Return 3% of all total taxes collected. How much tax have we collected so far in this series? It's absolutely 0. So we get nothing. We get absolutely nothing. But we got 200 leather and we get a new chance to get something better. That's just how the lucky wheel can go sometimes. Let's now instead roll the first of our 2 new contracts. Oh, Crazy Chef cooks X amount of meat. So let's roll the other contract and then see what ranks of these 2 contracts that we will get. So what will the other contract be? Please no more skinning. Skinning Frenzy. Again. Okay, Skinning Frenzy it is. So let's more leather, more money. So first up is the cooking contract. Which is number 2, which means it's going to be 40 food. And then next up, how many leathers do we have to gather? On top of the 200 we already need to gather. A 1. That means it's going to be just 50 more leather. So I actually think that we should start out with doing that one. Let's go. As you can see, I also updated the gold target is currently 4,500 because we got the 250 gold reduction for the alt. The zone is still costing us 2,500 gold, but we are first going to be going for the alt, because the alt is gonna be more and more expensive the further on we go. And we need to update the challenges, so let's do it like that. So as you can see, we are going now for the 50 leather and to craft 40 items of food. But let's get into the game and start looking for some bigger bags. Oh, that coffee tasted absolutely lovely. I actually just found a new kind of coffee. So I haven't looked this up. So let's see. Here is a general store. What's in here? General goods, trade supplies. So here we can get 8 slot bag, 12 slot bag. Okay, 12 slot bag. This guy, he sells all different kinds of supplies. Probably a lot of things that we could flip, but we're not gonna do that. I feel like flipping just items from the vendor is something... It has to be really, really valuable and something special. Like a... What do we have up here? We have fruit vendors, nothing else, a meat vendor, reagents, nothing there. Okay, maybe you can ask a guard, but what would we ask for? I don't know. Trading post, no, nothing really. Other continents. I don't really think they can help us with this. But the big problem right now is like our inventory is teeny tiny. Gotry's traveling gear. Bag vendor. Okay, here we got something interesting. Thick hide pack. 14 slot bag, 11 gold. I actually think we should get this one. And we need 4 of these. I'm not gonna spend time right now. If I stumble upon like a bigger bag, I can definitely consider getting a bigger bag or bigger bags, and we can probably pick up the... Can we equip the mining sack in the reagent bag slot? No equipment slot. What? No equipment slot is available for that item. So we can choose to have the mining sack down here, but we are not mining that much, but we can put it in the bank for now. And all these small old bags we want to sell, so this is already much better. But then my question is, what is a reagent bag? Engineering bag, gem pouch, that's not a reagent bag, so that's something new. And I have actually no clue what that is. Have we sold anything? We have actually sold quite a bit. Big ticket item, of course, the copper ore again. We sold some of the light leather, not everything. We even sold the scorpion stingers. Well, that's a nice boost. So we are currently at 355 gold out of... Well, the first like 2000 is for unlocking the old character. And I don't really intend on playing the old character yet. I just want him later to hold like special recipes and also for doing like all the selling all the items. But yeah, we can put the mining sack into the bank for now. And maybe later, if we are ever doing like some more like bigger mining operations, we can, with more like different kind of ores, then I think it can be worth having that. At least for as long as we have these like small 14 slot bags, but this is at least a lot better than having 6 slot bags. So I'm not too worried. But what we need to collect right now, okay, so we need to collect something that we can, not cataclysm cooking, classic cooking. So scorpion stingers we can craft. Charred stringy wolf meat, small eggs, chunk of boar meat. We can of course fish for more, and we can do spicy bread, but we are not doing spicy bread. So currently that means we need chunk of boar meat, and we need like 40 of the chunks of boar meat to be able to do the cooking. The crazy chef contract. So I guess that we're actually just going back to killing boars, and we're also getting like we get like one challenge done when we have also gathered 50 light leather, which should be pretty fast actually. But now I have a little bit of a new plan for this. The plan is gonna be to run between the places where all the pigs are actually located. Because I feel like just how many pigs are in these like cages, I feel like that must be like the best way to approach this. only thing I don't like here is the fact that you cannot jump like over the cage. Okay, we have a lot of pigs on the outside here too. This is actually a really good place to farm these pigs. Okay, let's throw a little bit of a heal. Let's just keep on going inside and we can skin everything once we are done. Now, and we do not have a recipe for cooking the boar ribs. We don't have that. We can only currently cook the chunk of boar meat. So we need to look if we can find that recipe, or if we just need more cooking skill to get it. I don't know. And I try to not use the internet for like help, because I could just like look a lot of things up. But I feel like the best way is to just use my knowledge of the game and solve like the problems that way. I think if you're just like all the time looking at the web, you're just like you're not using your brain enough. Of course, if something is like really becoming a big problem, then I can maybe look it up. If it's like something that's really hindering us from moving forward. But what I'm hoping for like right now is the fact that I can just go here over to this side, kill all the boars, and in that time all the boars hopefully will just spawn on the other side. Hopefully. If things goes our way. And this place is just amazing for all the boars. Just have to remember to throw a little bit of a healing in between. Every now and then we need to use a heal. And we hit level 14. And we get a talent. Well, few percent extra damage. That's not too bad. To be honest, I have absolutely no clue on what talents to take, but rejuvenation might be interesting to have, since it's in like an instant heal, even if it heals over time. And as you can see, we are already at like 32 light leather, so we should absolutely fly through the first part of this quest. Is there enough like boars here for me to like make a little bit of a pull? Now I actually need the scorpion stingers from these, so killing the scorpions might not be like an absolute waste of time. Of course we didn't get any stingers, but so we are like really fast getting these. Not gonna be many minutes before we get all the light leather. But once we have 50, we are just going to like move straight over to getting the 200. But the 50 we just want like to get a really fast, nice, just a nice and fast start to, and it's like a quick reward. The rewards are small, but if you get a lot of small rewards, that will stack up. That really adds up over time. So now we're running back over to the other side to see if the boars are the boars have respawned. And one thing that I really want to try out before leaving this zone is to try to farm copper ore from the elementals over here. Yeah, well, not all the boars are back, but some of the boars are back at least. So I need they needed like a little bit more time. Yeah, exactly, a little bit more time, like half a minute. Seems like they are like semi-dynamic spawns here. These like really just spawned out of nowhere when I started killing. We need like 3 more for the... We're actually getting more. I actually think like we're not getting too many scraps anymore. I think that has to do with our level. And the fact that the level of the mobs is getting higher. Because now we're getting like 1 or 2 light leather per kill. Let's head down here and try to finish the Gnomish tool and the foaming like elemental quest. I think the best way to run is actually this way. We can take a scorpion on the way. Just if we happen to get like a scorpion stinger, because we have only gotten from all of those skills, we only got 1 chunk of boar meat. So like currently we are absolutely not on track to finish the crazy chef's contract. Like absolutely not. Maybe we're killing like the wrong kind of boars, because those seem to be giving more of the boar ribs. Seems like mining 1 like copper ore, one of the nodes, gives us about the same experience as like 3 kills. I think this is the best way to drive. I don't really wanna bother with the harpies right now. Oh, that was a really long range like stun or daze. This coffee is just absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. Right now we're just heading over to the sea elementals. Maybe these boars have a better chance of dropping the... I think for this, like if I could get... I'm not sure if I can like with haste get my global cooldown to go down a little bit. Okay, we got 1 scorpion stinger. Let's put that up here as well. So right now I have 2 out of 20, and we just completed actually now the first skinning frenzy. So I'm just going to stay updated with everything. I'm going to actually update the graphics a little bit for that. So I'm gonna just put like a big check mark on top of the completed one, and just use the same check mark for making sure it's like to show the active one. just a really nice and should update. Let's see if we can get the new one right there. And now we got it. So now we're going for 200 extra leather. Let's see if this butcher would happen to sell. He sells the Scorpion Surprise recipe, but he has no other cooking recipes. And I cannot learn anything from the other chef or cook over there. Okay. At the Drunner's blockade. So we have to report. Okay, we have to report up there, but first we have. I would actually want to go and see if the Sergeant Curtis is in place, because he has a lot of like high value items that he drops, and then we go for the foaming sea elementals and the gnomish tools. I just really... Oh, let's just kill a few of the scorpions too. See if we get some more of the scorpion tails. Yeah, we got a stinger. One more stinger, so 37 left. Okay, the gnomish tools are those small boxes, so that should be simple enough. I remember actually, well, in the original version of the game, when you gather these tools, they are actually at the bottom of the sea. Let's just see if we can just run in and see if we can get a tag on him, on the sergeant. Let's see if we can update the map. Yeah, he's only spawning inside the building. So I'm not sure, like, so I think just running through the building. Yeah, I can really actually notice that. I start to notice that killing the mobs is taking like a little bit more time all as we level up. But no sergeant so far. Did we loot him? No. Just some copper. So no sergeant. I'm actually gonna turn off my... Where is it? The quick farming bar, gather tracker. Bags and inventory, no. I felt like I downloaded something for, yeah, instant loot. I just don't want to have the instant loot because it's just difficult to see what you pick up. Okay, but we can conclude that we absolutely had no luck in finding Sergeant. So let's run down to the water instead and pick up... Well, first we can pick up the copper and then we can start to kill the water elementals. And we need more of the toolboxes. Can we jump up here? No. Just really want to get all the toolboxes first if possible. Here is another one. Wonder if these elementals gives any good loot. Probably not too much. It's gonna be absolutely painful, however, to loot all of these because they just keep on dying like everywhere. They keep on dying, like they don't wanna pile up. Not a single bit. So I think I'm just gonna quickly just run through and dot all of these up. Just to grab the kills real quick. Because it seems like I'm getting the kills like just like this. And then we can just run, and there is actually some kind of quest here. Loss reduction, where is that? At least according to the map, there should be a quest right about here. Can we talk to these guys? Yes, we can. Okay, so we just have to help these injured. Okay, we just have to talk to them. Well, that wasn't too difficult. Can we pick this up even if we are getting shot at? Oh, and I was healing one of the grunts. Yes. Yeah, the Star Surge is... I don't even know what to say. It's like one hitting almost everything. Okay, we have rescued like 3 of them. We just need 1 more. Okay, 4 out of 4 rescued. Let's head back and hand in all the quests. At least we get a little bit of experience. I hope this is not a complete waste of time. But like, yeah, getting 200 more leather, we're absolutely gonna have to go and farm up a lot of these piggies. And I'm not sure why I'm not getting like the chunk of boar meat. Because I feel like that's... Okay, there we got 1, but I feel like I should be getting a lot more of them. Maybe it's like because we're killing the wrong kind of pigs. Can the druid trainer do anything for us? Return anytime you need training. Well... can I sell all the junk? I think I can sell all junk. And we can also sell a little bit of extra junk. There we go. Trade supplier. Okay, he doesn't sell production professions. I cannot talk about cooking here. I'm just thinking like this is like the main place where I would think that you could need the boar ribs. Bandage trainer. Okay, well we cannot learn the basics from that guy. You cannot sell me anything. Warrior trainer. No. No one here can really... But at least we can hand in the quest. Quests, actually, 2 of them. And they are starting to give a little bit of gold, so... And a lot of experience. So now... The next quest, I guess, is to go up here. I think that's gonna be... And we can just like we did before, we can kill all the beasts on the way, because we can get some more of the boar stuff. And I think we should do the cave right there, because it had probably was the best place to get a lot of copper ore that we ever had, and that's the copper ore seems to be like almost an instant sale if you post them at a low price, or match like the current lowest price. Okay, that's the pellet rifle. That's okay. It's whenever I see like a weapon or something, I'm feeling like, but I guess that's not the kind of rifle you want for your transmog. See if there's any boars that we can pull together with this one. Not too much actually. Okay, we got these boars. Absolutely seem to be giving the chunk of boar meats compared to the other ones that we were killing before. So from that standpoint, this is a pretty good place to be. Yeah, we got another chunk. But we still need like 31 more. Like 31 more pieces of meat for the contract. And of course, a lot of leather. And from here we seem to be getting more of the leather scraps as well. So let's just combine those while we... So we still need like a lot. Yeah, but yeah, up here seems to absolutely be a great place for the copper. So let's just quickly clear this cave again, and it also gives us a chance for some transmogs. That's the problem with killing the beasts. They don't give any like armor loot. Oh, and we already leveled up. During the first 6 seconds of every eclipse, shooting stars fall 200% more often. But I think we just... I have no idea actually. I'm just gonna get the... Oh, and we get the starfall. That was actually very early on. That's a... Okay, here's like a shaman. But the shaman is not... doesn't seem to be too interested in the mining. Is it a shaman? Yeah, but... not really sure what's up with the... Oh yeah, he got fell infused by the... I only want the mining, so... He can take all the kills if he wants to. I don't want to interrupt someone doing a quest. Maybe I can kill this one last guy. Yeah, we also actually have this for... Have to remember all our skills for running faster. And we need to try out using the treants. We're actually hitting pretty hard even if we're not specialized for the cat form. Not bad at all actually. Yeah, the treants are... Yeah, we should maybe... I don't know where we should put like the starfall. Yeah, maybe on T, because I'm never like using the roots. Oh, raptor egg. Were we able to craft something with the raptor egg? Yeah, no, small eggs. Okay. I'll save those in case we get like a recipe. Let's do the starfall to see if we can... Yeah, the starfall seems to be pretty powerful. Whoa. Yeah. Not that we really need like the extra power right now. Might come in handy later. Whoop. So right now we are heading up to this guy, sent for help. Let's see if we can do that. Is that a boar or is it... Oh, it's a crab. There's a copper over here, yes. I can use my treants and I can use the starfall. I actually really love the fact that you can use the treants quite often. Like 1 minute cooldown, so it's more like... Well, the battle, it seems like the fighting is a little bit quicker, like not too many long cooldowns. At least for now. Okay, another boar meat. Another lovely chunk. Okay, so what do you want? Oh, you want a lot of help. Gishlania, Gauron Icehorn, and Haniston. Is it these guys? Oh, we have to defeat these in combat. I guess not everyone at the same time, but like 3 quests. Just to... Okay. Now he loves to jump around. That much I can tell. Well. So what do you... How are you then? Maybe the starfall wasn't like the best for like a single target fight, and Mr. Icehorn. Probably gonna be like the most simple experience like ever. Oh, yeah, you got really big and mad, but didn't really do too much. Yeah, but like, we got like half a level and 7 gold for that. And that was everything. The battle for the broken shore. What's that quest then? Another meat. The thing we're not getting too fast, however, is like the leather. But we have been doing a lot of other things, so if we really start to focus on getting the leather, I think we're gonna absolutely get the leather quite fast. So you're stuck in there. Can we kill you anyways? I think we can if we stand like this. Oh. Okay, one stinger. But I definitely feel like we need a few more to complete, like a few more contracts to be able to get out of this zone and to get the alt, and preferably something that would actually help us to progress. And we got really unlucky with the rank 3 reward for the last, like, skinning, the skinning contract. Artisan Guild. Okay, here they are doing a lot of things. And according to the map, there should be a quest available here. The battle for the broken shore. Maybe I get that later, or maybe I get it never. I don't know. But at least I know there is a copper ore over there that we can take. And I have no... because I feel like there should be some quest to get into this cave. And there is a rare spawn like the Fell Reaver's Corn inside the cave, and there is a lot of mining, but right now mining is... but it's not really what we need too much. We are like mostly just looking for leather. Leather and meat, leather and meat, leather and meat. See if we can just spawn. And we are currently sitting happy at 380 gold. 380. Have I, by the way, said how good this coffee tastes? And the fun thing is, it's actually one of the better coffees I've had in a long time, and it's an instant coffee. Which just made me feel a little bit bad drinking instant coffee. Because I really, really love coffee. And no meat. Absolutely no meat. Soon I'll just gonna have to do like sit down and like catch 20 fish just to get the contract done. I'm not even trying for like the copper ores, but I'm still getting like a lot of copper ores. Okay. Maybe the trees can take care of the... That's actually very nice for like Finding another raptor egg, which we cannot cook yet. Let's just put the raptor eggs up there too for... Wondering if there's anything I could kill that could give like... have like fish on their loot table. Come on. I just really don't like being dazed. They really love to daze me. And now they're of course running back. Start the starfall. Let's just put everything into the starfall. And heal ourselves. And get the trees up. That wasn't too bad. And no chunks of boar meat. So that's like off the table for these, I think. I just don't know how to cook the boar ribs. I might have to talk to like the cooking trainer and see what recipes that are like actually available. Or I can just go back to like up here and farm the other piggies. That's of course also an option, but let's see what this quest is now. The... what's it called? Durotar blockade. Fizzle's orb from Fizzle Dark Claw. Maybe there's the drone Thunder Lizards in Thunder Ridge. Here the Mortal Shinstone Pillars story. Okay. Okay. So he ran east to look for some food. The wolf had grown tired of eating boar meat. Well, so have we. And we ran, and we ran, and we ran. Looking for some easy meals. Oh, Kodo buffet. Okay. The talent point. Druid talent point. Okay, so we cannot get down into there before spending more. Okay, but the cat form stuff is just not interesting. So I guess we have to go into rejuvenation. Warring elements. Okay. Is that all the quests from here? Seems like it is. So now we have to head first, killing a lot of the elementals. But of course we cannot leave the pigs and all the lovely juicy leather be, so let's start with this. Oh, and now we got rejuvenation as well. I think I should soon set up like a bar for some spells to actually like click. So I'm running out of buttons and I don't really like to use the control and alt button modifiers too much for my and that was level 16, so 4 more levels until we can start flying. That's I'm not sure how fast we will be able to fly, but it's definitely gonna be faster than running. Okay. I guess the easiest way to kill these is just gonna be to do like all the quests at once, like this. Oh, and we got an elemental earth as well. Maybe that's because they have increased in level. Yeah, the copper ore here is absolutely good. Like one, how many are we getting? One each. Yeah, let's just pull the rest of the too bad we are not getting the full experience for every kill. On the other hand, they are pretty... Oh, I was gonna say they're pretty strong, and we got the belt too. 25 gold belt. 2 copper ore for 1. Would be interesting to see if these get to... I'm not sure if how far this zone actually scales up. If this like stops at 15 because all the mobs here are like level 15. That's actually like not impossible. But yeah, we are getting a lot of... And we got an elemental water too, from the water elementals. What's the price for those? Like, not too much, sadly. But once we get our flying, and we have completed all the quests, I think we should really try to do like a target farm here for these. Shouldn't we also get like the... wait, where is it? The spell book. Oh, aquatic form is 1 level away, and now we have to go swimming 1 level before aquatic form. Okay, down we go. At least we got like a water breathing buff, so just the speed that's gonna be a little slow. Interesting. Oop. Well, this is at least something a little bit different. However, I'm not sure if it's like different in a good way or different in a bad way. Let's just get up here, and we have to go and kill the Fizzle guy. Mr. Fizzle guy. And there is also a... If we can get up here. Can we get up here? We have no flying. Oh no. Please tell me this is like not one of these quests where you have to walk to some really weird... Okay, maybe here. No, we cannot get up there. Here maybe. Okay, we can get up here. That would just have been lovely being stuck down there. And without the aquatic form. Once I hit the flying, like the actual flying form, I might actually have to consider if I need to change like the gathering contracts a little bit, because I don't want them to be like too easy. Because the way I've set it up is I hope that I can like get the... I want to be able to do like a kill challenge. I want to be able to do the challenges so that they would take... that the small ones would take like half an hour to complete, the bigger ones would take... Rank 2 would take 1 hour, rank 3 would be about 2 hours, and the rank 4 like 3 or 4 hours of playtime. And now we actually lost our water breathing buff. So now we are on... We need still to save 2 more of these. There we go. Let's see if we can get out of this water somehow. I think we can get out right here. Perfect. Let's head over there and kill the boars again. But yeah, we are not getting any boar meat for that, but we are at least getting a little bit of leather for that contract. Let's see. Can grab all of these. And we got another pattern for the red linen robe. A few boar ribs, but no chunks. So I just guess that the chunks are off the loot table here. And none of these are actually level 16, even though we are level 16. So I think that this zone is capped at level 15, so we are gonna just get less and less experience staying in this zone. That's just what I'm thinking, because I don't know. Hatchet, let's sort out the bags to see a little bit what we have found. Enforcer gloves, those are actually an upgrade, and we got the rare version of them too. Nice. Bracers, do we have bracers? I don't think there is like heirloom bracers, so Nope, we had no bracers. Quest accepted beyond Durotar. Legion. The Legion returns, but we're not playing Legion, so I guess it's that's why we cannot see the okay, let's get this or this one. Just gonna get everything. Put down the trees. Starfall. Practice sword. Why is the auto loot not working? No idea. But at least we're getting leather. A lot of leather. So we're currently like soon to be 1 hour into this grind, and I haven't really been able to finish too many of my contracts. Just the one like simple leather contract. But I would really want to finish this zone, so I'm just gonna keep on playing. Okay, these are level 16. So maybe just the fact that it takes some time for the mobs to load in. That's... because if I look at the map, it says it's like 1 to 30. So I can maybe hit level 30 here. Northern Barrens is 30. Most of the zones here, they lead me up to level 30. But then I can of course get more levels during doing the professions, I guess. We have at least sold something because we have more mail from the auction house as well. Yeah, let's just take all these boars as well. One is running back. They just love running back. Oh, and here we actually, yeah, these are a different kind of boars. These are actually boars. So here we got a chunk of boar meat. So what does Magus have for us? Searing colors from cultists in the Skull Rock. So now we have to go to the Skull Rock. Skull Rock. That sounds a little bit like School of Rock, almost. Know the movie? Absolutely lovely movie, if you ask me. That is absolutely a really lovely, like, feel-good movie. And we got a Scorpion Stinger, so one more. We're almost halfway through with the Crazy Chef. The Crazy Chef contract. So Skull Rock. I guess we'll find a lot of copper in here, which is really nice. That one just disappeared. Well, I guess they can zone out. But... oh. And now I actually see the fact that we are missing our rejuvenation here. Why? Oh, I can only throw rejuvenation when I am not in Moonkin form. Let's just like circle the entire cave, that way we can get everything from here. It's always possible that there is some like rare... oh! Now that was a surprise. Something there hit like pretty hard. Pretty hard. Well, I guess I wasn't 100% focused for that. So first death at level 16. I'm a little bit embarrassed, to be honest, but I must also say that I am not playing like super safe. Like far from super safe, actually. Hopefully this is gonna be like the last quest for this zone, because I think it would be a nice way to just end the episode like that. And then I could also roll for a new... I could roll for a new, like, the random challenge when the hour is up. And I have a lot of loot here. But I was just chain pulling like absolutely crazy. Oh, and we got all the... But I guess these hit pretty hard, and they are like... they're pretty tough. They are pretty tough. Fire and shadow damage taken increased 100%. Maybe I took some... like some shadow bolts while having the debuff. That could actually have been a pretty deadly combination. Let's head in and see if we can find the rare. Yeah, I noticed I got a little bit silent. I was not expecting to die. Oh, the... no one up there. And here we have a copper. Wild hog shank, but that's just food that we can eat straight away, so that's not for cooking. And here we have God's. We haven't gotten a quest to kill God's. You're also low. Feels like I'm getting levels so often that I don't even know. While in combat, you generate 1 astral power every 2 seconds. While out of combat, your astral power rebalances to 50 instead of depleting to empty. Okay, but this one is pretty good too. Moonfire deals 10% increased damage and also hits another nearby enemy within 15 yards of the target. I think we'll go with this one, like... oh. Are we in for combat? Yes, we're in combat. That's why I couldn't place my talent point. So yeah, let's apply the changes and get that, so we get to keep our astral power. We have so down here is like one. Now we have a double stack of that. So like 200% more shadow damage taken. I'm guessing that's actually what happened when I died. I probably stacked up like just too much. The wood chopper. Yeah, now I'm taking 400% more shadow damage. No rare this time. I think the rares are gonna be like more valuable when we get into like more higher level zones, or like what previously used to be higher level zones. Okay, now I at least lost the debuff. Seems like the stars, they don't hit the targets that are not. At least we finished this quest. And we absolutely have to talk to the cooking trainer to see if we can get something to make from all the boar ribs. Because the boar ribs, we have like 29 of them. Okay, the quest we have to hand in right here. And then I actually think we have pretty much completed this zone. Yeah, the talent point is really helping out because we are getting to keep a lot of the astral power all the time. How many more leather do we need? Like 100. 100 more for the big challenge, but I'm not too worried about that one. Yeah, a little over 200 more. Get the scorpions too. We need more of the stingers. Okay, let's see if we can tag that boar. No. Just don't want to run too far away because we will just lose the... Ah, we got a stinger. But like so far, the best boars are the boar for like meat, are the boars that gives, that are not the best for the leather. Fireblade in Orgrimmar. Okay, we have to go to Orgrimmar. That's actually pretty perfect. I think that's gonna be like actually a very good way to end today's episode, just naturally having to go to Orgrimmar. So let's just hit up the big pack of boars on the way. Actually, this is also a pretty big pack of boars now that I'm... Come on, boar. Once I got my treants down, I can pull in some more. Now we just need to keep ourselves alive. Oh, triple chunks. 3 chunks. Very nice. But a lot of scraps. So many scraps. I just love a day like this, you know, when you can just be... Well, I have not been home all day, but I have actually recorded, like, this is the 3rd episode that I recorded today, and I will probably do like 1 more episode for this guy. At least 1 more today. It's just like a lovely Sunday. And I also have to prepare for like starting to upload. Did we miss the farm? There is a lot of horse, yeah. Not sure. No, we just haven't gotten close enough yet. Here is the farm. So we can get off one more like big bull right here. Let's just get that one. Yes, we got him. This one. Let's get this one. Come on. Let's put down the trees while I get... Now I need to heal myself a lot. I'm just having so many of them hitting me and they're not dying quite as fast as I would want. Right. Oh, barely survived that. Got the sharp letter opener. I don't think we have one of those yet. That's a nice transmog. I'm actually thinking that the first alt character that we will make is probably gonna be... I haven't decided on like what class it's going to be yet. I don't think it matters like too much. Probably like a monk or a paladin, but what I know for sure is that whoever it is needs to be able to do like be pretty fast at clearing dungeons, just for like finding bind on pickup recipes or like old raids and stuff. Because I think like that's where we can make like a decent amount of money. Okay, so let's start off by selling off like all the junk. Are all of these the same? Yes, let's just not sell any duplicates. And not we're actually getting like almost not too much from those. That one is from the old quest, that's no longer available. Let's throw all of these together. Just to make it simple, I'm gonna take the 50 stack and put it separately. The healing potion, I don't think anyone wants that. These are actually like region sale average for these is actually 333 gold. How do these look? Nothing too special, but I guess if people want to pay money for it, then Sometimes you cannot just from a transmog see how it fits together with the whole. So let's just put this stack of leather into the bank. And now let's go to the auction house and try to sell everything. Actually, I'm gonna also put the meat in the bank because I don't want to sell any meat right now, and that's just the easiest way. I don't by mistake end up selling any of my meat for any of the contracts, so I can pick them up later before coming back. Let's see what we have sold. We have sold light hide, we sold the rest of the light leather, 224 gold, boar ribs for 81 gold, and a loose chain belt we actually managed to sell for 5 gold. So we actually sold a transmog item for 5 gold. So that's really why we want to really focus on putting them up. Like putting them up for like the cheap prices. And the price that I'm like targeting is mostly the region sale average price, or around that price. For most players, like paying the 25. Is anyone selling this? No. Usually it sells for around 10 gold, so let's practice sword also. Well, 9 gold is fine. Pellet rifle 4 gold. That's absolutely an okay price. These, someone is selling them for, I think we can try for like 1,000. Let's try for 1,000 to see if we can get a sale. These usually go for 40 gold, but let's see if I can get 30 out of them. And the loose chain pants, 5 gold, easy sale. Jump over to DSM and run a post scan. Just post everything we have here. I really want to save the linen cloth. Let's go back to here. I think we are already selling one of these, but let's just throw up the other one so I don't have it laying around. The rough stones. Yeah, the rough stone, here you can see it suggests 5 silver, but we can get 10 silver for these because those 143 of them are gonna sell really fast. Actually, we can get 11 because there's only 29 left for the 11. If we reduce the time, it's only gonna cost us 1 silver to deposit. And yeah, we cannot sell those bracers. And the rest of that is just quest items. And yeah, let's just for fun have a look at the total value we currently have in auctions. We currently have, what have we posted? Oh, we posted the Eye of Burning Shadow by mistake. Whoops. Okay, we currently have 2,500 gold worth of auctions up on the auction house. That's actually not too bad. Let's go pick up the meat, throw the linen cloth in the bank because it's like worth nothing. I'd rather like make something. I can probably make something from like tailoring, disenchanting with that like later. Now we pick everything out of the bank again. Have to sell those extra bracers. Let's go and see if I can get any better like cooking recipes. I wonder what you're recommending me to do. Okay, we can at least go and talk to her. We're not leaving the island. We're not leaving the island yet. So where is this guy? Is this? It's probably inside the cave. Probably. Yeah, the arrow is pointing down. And it's probably going to lead us into trade supplier. You're selling fishing poles, you're selling relics of the past that I don't really know what is currently. That one is worth quite a lot of money on the auction house, but it rarely sells. That was the bag vendor, absolutely lovely. Lovely to find that. I don't even know what to do with the Eye of Burning Shadows or whatever it's called. And we are like 3 levels away from like flying, which is... Oh, and we got Rally of the Dragon Slayer. That's absolutely amazing. Right here we have... What do you want? Farwatch post in the Northern the Barrens. Okay, so he wants us to go to the Northern the Barrens. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Purchase earthen storage crate. Okay. But where? What? According to this, return to found of it. Yeah, that's for like furniture stuff. We have a quest that's quite completed. Dora's the Windride Master. Okay, so we have to get up on top of everything and talk to the Windride Master. We have some quests available there. But I think that we are pretty much done with all the quests in this zone. Let's just go to the Windride Master and see what we can get, and also talk to the cooking guide. Toys and novelties. A lot of interesting things here, but I don't think anything that we can make money out of. Okay, let's see. We actually get the... Okay, 3 Horde infantry rations. At least accept the quest because it's gonna help us with cooking later. Can you train me in cooking? Spiced wolf meat and kalduray kebabs. Is there clam meat, coyote meat, soft frenzy flesh, crawler meat? Crawler? Maybe from the... But none of these says boar ribs. Okay. What about you? You have no recipes. You're... Dry... Here, dry. We need classic cooking 80. But what we can actually do, something. We can make spiced bread. We cannot use it for the... for finishing our contract, but we can absolutely use it for getting our classic cooking leveled up. We can absolutely level up our classic cooking using this. The question is, how far does spice bread go? We might actually need more ingredients. Let's see, now it's yellow. Because if we can get to... so we can cook boar ribs. Yeah, now it's green, so it's... 80 skill. And of course, if I would have been smart, I would have started out making a lot of spice bread to max my skill with that first. Let's see if we can get to 40. And the spice bread is absolutely worthless. Okay, and we are not getting to 40. It's like we are making a lot and we have a chance of getting the skill up, but it's just not happening. Now we got to 40 and now we cannot craft it anymore. Now we can just sell off everything. So we got to 40 and we don't have enough of roasted boar meat or scorpion surprise to get us to the next skill level, but we can maybe learn like something else. Yeah, we can at least oh, now bought something too, which I was absolutely not intended to buy. Okay, I think that's going to be it for this episode. We finished the skinning frenzy and got the 50 leather. We are also a little over halfway through to the skinning frenzy, the rank 3 reward right there. I can now also see that that's not a rank 3, it's a rank 1. So we're gonna roll for one rank 1. I absolutely have to finish the crazy chef, and I have now played on this character. I have played time 4 hours 40 minutes, so I can roll for one more challenge, and in 20 minutes I can roll for another challenge, and I'll probably roll for another challenge right away just to have more challenges to really be able now with no quests to just push myself out of Durotar and push myself to get the alt character that I absolutely need for starting, just to sending over all the transmog, sending over stuff to sell, so I have a character standing in Orgrimmar so I don't have to go back all the time. Thank you so much for watching. As always, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you want more content like this, like the video, that always helps out the algorithm. And if you have any ideas for like contracts, anything that you think that could improve this series, put a comment below. I always read the comments. I try to reply to all the comments that I get. Yet again, thank you so much. This was a little bit of a longer video than I usually do, and I'll see you in the next part of this series.